Today, we will be reacting to the video Tomi Lahren, Leave It to Gen Z to Rebrand Laziness and Social Awkwardness as Something Cutesy. Let's go ahead and get started.
But the phrase is becoming popular of these stay-at-home sons because an unemployed Jeopardy contestant says he was just trying to make people laugh. But is this an actual problem in our society?
It's a major problem. And, you know, Speaker Johnson has been talking about those maybe deadbeat folks that are on Medicaid, and maybe some of those folks are the stay-at-home sons. We don't know. But I'll tell you this, leave it to Gen Z to rebrand laziness and social awkwardness as something cutesy, like a stay-at-home son. They did much the same thing with quiet quitting, where you can go to work and do less. And if you call it quiet quitting, it's somehow better. But, Laura, I got to tell you, this is also a big problem when it comes to, I think, declining birth rates, people not getting married and having children. You know, that's a big problem. They blame it on women. Well, look at what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization of men. There are a lot of young women out there that want to get married. They want to have kids. They want to have stable families. But there are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash. And therein lies a big part of the problem.
Well, and
that's so interesting that Tomi Lahren glossed over the feminism problem to immediately blame men. Let's break this down for a minute here. And again, as always, I'm going to speak in terms of psychological, energetic terms, in terms of masculine and feminine energies. And when she says that there's a lot of women out there wanting to get married, there's a lot of women out there wanting to have children, there's a lot of women out there wanting to have a man, and these men just want to sit at home in mama's basement, that's absolutely a mischaracterization of what's happening. We have to look at the cause and effect here, right? Which is coming first, the chicken or the egg? Are men saying, we don't want to get married, we don't want to be with women? Or are women saying, we don't want to be the type of wife that men want? And she's completely missing that angle, that the reason why so many women want to get married, modern women at 27, 28, 29, 30 years old, is because they've gone through their casual dating phase, right? They've gone through their having a boyfriend who's a bad boy or dating a few guys who's a bad boy. And then they say, oh, you know what? I want to settle for a guy now. I'm ready to settle. I'm ready to have kids. And those women inherently, from the masculine energy, biological point of view, are not very desirable to men. They're just not. And that's the reality of things. So when Tomi Lahren is saying that men are sitting in their basement, not dating, approaching, marrying these women who want to get married, the question I ask immediately is, are these desirable women? Are these women that men want to get married with? And if she's referring to the modern American woman or Western woman, the answer for most of them is no. It's just no. It's a masculine biological reality. It's our nature as men to want a woman who's going to fully open her heart to us, who's not going to come in with trauma from a bunch of exes, who's going to be able to daydream about romance and love fully and care fully and not hold herself back and not go towards independence. It's our nature to want this kind of fully open heart that many times comes from purity, from the woman that we choose to claim, to get in relationship with, and to marry. And because so many of these women aren't doing that, their desirability level has gone down considerably. And because their desirability level has gone down considerably, dating, getting in relationships with, and marrying these type of women just isn't that appetizing to guys. So this isn't necessarily a healthy thing men are doing. I'm not defending the men. The men are disconnecting. They're disconnecting by becoming overweight, by playing video games, by having bad and toxic habits. And that's unfortunate. And I don't support any of the men watching this to do that. That's what a lot of modern male subconscious response is to disconnect, to disassociate, and get into bad and toxic habits, which, again, very unfortunate. But the thing that's causing that is that the women are not desirable. Why would a man give all his leadership, all his finances, all his heart, all his care and protection to someone who isn't fully earning it? who isn't fully desirable. And that's where vulnerability comes into play. You know, the talk of men being vulnerable is a huge conversation happening in the feminist world, in the left world, but females, the feminine energy was designed to be in vulnerability. So when a woman is vulnerable, when she's soft, when you feel as a man that she needs to be cared for, we will immediately, subconsciously, inherently step up, lead her, protect her, guide her. It's built into our DNA as men. It's built into our spirituality. However, because so many women say they got it, they're a boss babe, they're independent, they're overall just operating from a closed heart because of their sexual history with other men, if I can be brutally honest, then that desirability goes down considerably because the vulnerability goes down, the openness of the heart goes down, the trust goes down, and now we have to battle her history and fight her history and help her work through all her traumas while giving our leadership, our finances, and all the gifts we have in our masculinity. And that's just not worth it to many men. Let's get back to the video.
And also with the rise of AI and AI dating, as they call it, which is sick.
AI dating, ouch.
It's going to be
sick.
even easier and perhaps more attractive for these types of individuals to remain behind closed doors. And what does that do to families and young women and
sad.
dating?
I also blame the social conditioning of the COVID era, the dumbest era in modern American history, because a lot of people, especially these young people,
Dumbest
they
era.
grew up like
You're right,
this,
Tommy.
thinking that it was safer at home, thinking that outside was dangerous, interacting with people was scary. So now you got people that want to literally stay inside and play video games and have AI girlfriends, and that's why we have declining birth rates and a lot of other problems in society. It's time to go out, get a job, breathe the fresh air, meet people in real life. Let's just get back to basics.
Tommy's right about that one. The COVID era completely messed up young men because it put us in positions to be safe in the energy of waiting, which is a very feminine energy, the energy of sitting around, doing nothing, just flowing with the moment. Those are all very feminine qualities, and men adopted those qualities during COVID when they were locked in cages, meaning in their houses, locked inside houses, feeling imprisoned, not able to fully be out there, socialize, and just interact with nature. That's one of the things that's really important is if you really want to develop masculine skills, it's important to spend more time in nature, camping in caves, being around snakes, being around spiders. This is something I do regularly. As you can see, I'm near the jungle here, and I take jungle trips, you know, with other people, not necessarily you have to do it alone. And you're able to see your fear responses and move through your fear responses. You're able to see your stress responses and your anxiety and move through that anxiety. You're able to see when your mind wanders off and disconnects, when you really have to be focused and aware of any threats that are coming in. So being outside in nature is a great practice of masculinity. And then of course you take that forward in being outside around other people to build social skills, to connect with many women, talk with many women. I approach, I don't even call it approach because I just go and live my life and I talk to beautiful women every single day. And that just simply comes from the fact that I've built a fearlessness, I've built a go-getterness, if that's a word, and I've built resolve from going out every day, being curious around what challenges might come my way, and facing things that are uncertain, uncomfortable, and that may bring fear or anxiety. So I do agree with Tommy there that a lot of men have just been isolated and domesticated, and we're becoming like those cute little puppies and purses instead of the big dogs that we were born and designed to be. And I strongly encourage the men who are watching this video to go outside, go in nature, take some risks, do something where your life might feel threatened, and then you'll see that your masculine energy will start to kick in. And then take those same risks with that same curiosity out in the human world while talking to women, and you'll see results follow through as well. So if you learned something from this video and you want to be part of the Men of Mastery community, click the links below to join one of our men's circles, access our masculine dating school group, or do deep transformation through the Masculine Mastery Method.